Alright, so this is the next video. I'm gonna do this. Okay. So from here, what I want to do is, let's say I select the mesh and I select one of these. As I mentioned, I'm using the left side as my low poly and my right side to kind of see what it would look like smooth in real time interaction. So right now you could see this handle and you could see these weird looking blue dots. They're actually these, the low poly vertices. It's just kind of showing it still, even though that the low poly mesh is not shown in here, you can still see the highlighting of it, even though it's not there. Oh man, press F. And basically I don't want to see the control move handle gizmo in this camera. I do want to see it here, but I don't want to see it here because it gets in the way of my shading of how I'm seeing it. So I'm going to go to show viewport and I'm going to uncheck manipulators so that in this specific viewport, right, but not in this, because you can see it here, only in this of the same camera, I don't see it anymore. But you have to remember to go back in and turn it back on later if you're going to go back to just one camera for the perspective, potentially. Anyway, so now I'm going to work with this. Right click edge mode, select that, and I have object X selected, right? So that's why when I select this, it selects the other side as well, the left side. But I also want to select Z behind rear. So I'm going to change this to now Z, and now select it both. So I'm going to do this setup for a while, meaning this selection and whatnot. Now that I'm confident that I grab both sides, I'm going to come in close that, and all I'm going to do is puff this out like so. So if I look here, right, before, after, so it looks relatively minor, like big deal, right? But it's these minor things that will add up. Before, after. So I put one part of the curvature to see. When you look at different angles, you can tell that it is a decent move. Before, after. I'm gonna turn off the grid. Now I'm gonna move up a bit. Then I'm gonna grab this. So grab that. You know, I might as well also select this. Yeah. And you notice that this one, I pushed it out this way. You don't want to push it up. You know, like that one before, I did not push up. Because I want to maintain this elliptical line. This one, right here, I'm going to push this way. See? That's why these little steps are not actually little. It's being able to control the mesh with absolute precision. See, before, after. Because if you start yanking big chunks at a time, there's no way to get, you know, solid control of it. Okay, good. So it looks very nice, very nice. Then some minor things, I'll grab this and this. Right now I have object Z selected, symmetry, which allow me to grab the other side. I'm gonna zoom in, right? And I feel that this could puff up more, like so. Before, after, before, after. So it's a huge change when you really look at it. Then this one, right click, vertex mode. I'm only gonna grab that point, right? I'm gonna pull it up. Uh-oh, gotta be careful, I gotta grab that side. So when it comes to points, right, it's a little bit harder to know which is which. So I'm gonna go object X. See, now it grabbed all four corners. I'm gonna zoom in a bit around here, so you can kind of see this area losing its fluffiness. I'm gonna pull it up. See? Before, after. Up some more. Before, after. So that's good. See? Then here, turning a bit, looking around. See, this part looks kind of wonky. Right there, see? Like here. Grab that side. But I also need to grab this side. So, just to be absolutely sure, object Z now. Object Z. Hey, why don't they grab the other side? Wait, why did they grab what? Object, goddamn. Undo, undo. This was a mistake. Object Y, undo, object X. Okay, we're back to here. So now I'm gonna do object Z. Okay, now I grab both. Anytime dealing with points, I try to work with this setup, because you could end up grabbing the wrong point. And then from there, okay, what was I trying to get across? Right here. So you can see how it dents in when you look at these angles, right? So I'm thinking, pull it up, right? So I pulled it up, before, after. Let's look at how it looks from here. Before, you see that? That's the part where you can tell something's slightly off. And here's the after. See? Before, after. Before, after. See? I'll grab this too, because it's going down like that. I want to make sure I grab the right one on this side. So, object X. Now I grab all four corners of the vertices accurately. Now if I do this, see how it's like doing, it's because this tells me it's a broad curvature, just like if this were a line drawing, right? And then suddenly your ellipse of your construction line is doing this. That's why you want to bring that volume back up. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. And this here and here. Right? Because for me right now, this looks doesn't look good. Right? So make sure I grab both ends. Press R. This time I'm going to press R and scale it out, because if I do this, just moving, it doesn't work. I have to press R, use a different method of manipulating the points. Press R for scale. I'm going to puff it out this way. See? Now, before, after, before, after, before, after. So this is looking very nice. Maybe if I grab this, right? And then I'm going to do object Z. That way I grab both sides. Press R. And then this part's kind of denting in, so I'm going to pull on that. It won't let me. Okay, maybe I'll just not use scale, but I'll pull on that move arrow. Yeah, there you go. Like that. Let's see what that does. Before, after, before, after. Okay, good. Now the lower part, okay, I'm gonna have to probably work on the lower part too then. So from now on, at this point, the top and the lower, I'm gonna have them as so that I don't have top and bottom exactly the same, because it took a good amount of meticulous time, you know, making the top look good. Lower part, right, I'm gonna do that as well if needed. Edge mode, grab that, grab that. I'm on object Z symmetry. I'm thinking I want it to be a little bit fluffy, right? So you could tell wide and then suddenly narrow. So from here, before, after, before, after. I did it for both sides, just out this way. Then probably grab this and this, puff this out. Before, after, before, after. Slowly but surely. Good. Then right click, vertex mode, grab this vertex, press F, see what's going on. Make sure I grab the other side. So object X, that way I grab this side on both of those. If I pull this, that doesn't do anything. I'll use a scale tool to puff it out right here. Before, after, before, after. Okay, good. This is pretty nice. This one here, these two. gonna do object Z so I can grab the other side. I'm looking from here. The handle's over there. I'm gonna pull it up because it's sloping down like that a little bit too fast. There. Then I'm gonna deselect this, holding Control. Deselect. Now I only grab, oh, I need to deselect this. Control, holding Control, deselect. So now I only grab these little endpoints. I'm gonna press D as in David. I'm gonna move the pivot over here so I can just see it better. That's mainly all it is. It doesn't change anything else. Now I'm gonna just pull it up. See? Then I'm gonna pull it out. Hopefully it won't screw up. No, it didn't. Did it work here? Please tell me it worked here. Please, please. Nice. Okay, it did. Good. Let me just double check. Undo. Redo. Yep, it works. You know what, this right here, I'm gonna go Object X, that way I grab both ends. Wait. No, okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. This one right here. I think what I wanna do, okay, I grab both of those. Object X, that side and that side. This is underneath. I'm gonna, let me see. I think I want to grab this and this. So grab both of those, Object X. Because it's going doing this, not pull. There you go. Before, after. Good. I think I want to mess with this peg right here. So I grab this and this. Now I also want to grab that, so Object Z, there. I grab all four of this. I'm gonna pull on it. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. This, if I pull on that, this, maybe I pull on that, maybe. this is okay. This right here. Now I'm gonna do object X, both ends. I'm gonna pull up. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. Yeah. And then I'm gonna pull out. So pull out. Then I'm gonna grab this and this. Alright, so I got that and that. That's because of object X. Then I'm gonna pull it forward. There. And maybe I'll grab this. Pull it up. There. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna save it, Control Shift S. Smooth proxy modeling, work in progress 01. So now we're into the smooth proxy workflow. Okay. This is the right side up. I'm looking from the right view, right angle, vertex mode. I'm gonna grab that.